Therapy, me. Let's be having you. Let's be having you. Therapy, me. How are ya? Big up to everybody. Welcome to United Real Therapy. Let's be having you people. Let's be having ya. Where are ya? Yeah, no problem. He's gonna hold bench. Good luck to Gusto. Gusto's gonna hold bench, Logan. He's gonna be holding bench because when Reece James comes back, he ain't gonna play that down way, mate. Unless they play Reece James as a centre half, he ain't gonna play as a right back or as a wing back because Reece James is gonna take that place. But anyway, let's get on with the show tonight, people. Let's get on with the show tonight. Hey, the Arsenal got beaten, got vindicated again, and I'll keep saying it, and I'll say it, and I'll say it, because every time I get vindicated, if I can't come out and say I've been vindicated, Ake tonight on Saka locked him off. You know why? He didn't let Saka, he didn't run back like a coward to his area. He faced him up. He faced him up and said, where you going, mate? Where you going? Absolutely. People, get on my tits. Absolutely get on my tits, people. Yeah, get on my absolute tits. But it is what it is. People telling me, oh no, Saka is the form guy. Saka's the guy. Saka's been on fire. So what? You don't run back like a coward, mate. Not having this. Not having this. Anyway, big up Claire. In the house. Claire always in the house. Big up Mo Hamza, man. Yes, brother. Yes, King. What go on? Yeah. Like the video, people. Like the video. Subscribe el channel. Subscribe el channel. Massive. Let's be having ya. Let's be having ya, Therapy Army, eh? Are we having it or what? Are you having it or what? Are you having it? But yeah, it is what it is, people. It is what it is. Arsenal are out, City are through to the next round. But Man United, Reading preview. Let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. So, Jadon Sancho might be able to return. What they're saying that he was a bit coy today, but he might come on in the game. If he doesn't start, he might come on in the game. Sancho, he's not played in. It's been out for 3 months, obviously with mental and physical issues. So hopefully he'll be back. Erik ten Hag said he's training with the team. We'll see. I said he's on the way back. He's making his steps. So it is what it is. It is what it is, people. Diego Dalot still out. Luke Shaw's question mark, missing on Wednesday. So there we go, mate. There we go. There we go, people. There we go. So there's a bit of it for you. In terms of the way Reading play a style. They usually play kind of, if you looked at them, if you were to look at Reading, they play kind of system like 5 at the back. If I'm not being last time I saw them, they play 5 at the back. Like, and then when they're in defensive moments, they've got 2 wing backs. They got that Rahman and Hoylett as their wing backs. Hoylett, those of you know Julia Hoylett. I think it's Julia Hoylett. He plays. Did he not play for Canada in the World Cup? If I'm not mistaken. Hoylett. Let me just check if it's the right Hoylett. Yeah, Junior Hoylett, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is Junior Hoylett. It is. I'm right. I was right first time. I don't know why I'm second guessing myself. But yeah. So Hoylett and that Rahman, they're the 2 wing backs that they play with. And then they've got that Loom and Hendrick in midfield. And then the 2 players that they've got up the pitch as kind of 2 behind 1. So it's like that Mitta and then Ince, obviously Tom Ince, and then they got Shane Long up the pitch. They're quite direct to get the ball up forward. They're very direct, but they've conceded a lot of goals. They got whacked, I think, last time against Stoke 4-0 it was. So it's going to be a very interesting game. A very, very interesting. Paul Ince was a great United player, but the way he celebrated when he scored against us, thinking he stopped us winning the league in '99, solid his legacy for me. Yes, Sachinda, you could say that. You could say that. But then he also said he never wanted to leave Man United. And he wanted to come back to United. But Ferguson was like, nah, it's not happening. We don't want you back at Old Trafford. We've moved on. So it is what it is. Paul Ince is coming to ruin the party. Well, we'll see. We'll be there tomorrow. We'll be there tomorrow, so we'll see. Yeah, man, it'll be big, yeah. See you outside the hotel, innit? Or near the little cafe where, you know, everybody's there, innit? Where we meet up. So big up, people, big up. If the Glazers go, should you change your name to Mr. Struct Up to Mr. Vindicator? There you go. There you go, Logan. There you go, Logan. There you go. Logan's always one step ahead, innit? I am the Vindicator. I'm sorry to say. Saka tonight, pocketed by Akanji. Akanji is a centre-up. He's not even a left-back. He pocketed him tonight. Pocketed. Saka did not go anywhere tonight. Nowhere. He was useless. Because you know why? You let him know that he's there from minute one. Luke Shaw shit back running back into our area. Don't tell me nothing, man. Don't tell me jack, man. Don't tell me. Casido twerking for Arsenal on his IG. Well, it is what it is, innit? It pays, innit? Everybody wants to win the league, innit? I trust in Ten Hag. Football, Reading's a small team. Listen, at the end of the day, they're like 14th in the table. They play with 2 wing backs. When they go up the pitch, they kind of leave room. So they play the 3 centre backs that they play at the back. So Man United have to take their chances tomorrow. I expect them to be tomorrow, most likely, people. Most likely, they will play defensive and they'll get behind the ball and they'll try to hit us on the counter with obviously Paul Ince's son, Tom Ince, who's, by the way, 30 now. Those of you who don't know, he's 30 years old. He's 30. Is he 30 years old? Little Ince, hey? Little Ince is 30 years old. He is. He's a big man now. But it seems like, yeah, it's weird, isn't it, playing under your dad? Like, it's weird, but that Ince lad, he's been everywhere, mate. He's been everywhere. I remember him playing for Blackpool. That's the last time I remember watching a game and he was playing for Blackpool. But it is what it is. Big up Assad. It says, you mean Ake? Yeah, Ake. Yeah. Ake. Yeah, it was Ake. Ake pocketed him. Ake showed him where to be, where to go. Casido said his dream was to play for Man United. This is why when players say they have dreams of childhood, childhood fan, it's funny. Yeah, it is. It is, man. Listen, let him to work wherever he wants in it. At the end of the day, if the Arsenal want to pay that amount of money, for me, he's not worth 100 million, and he's not worth. At the most, he's worth 50 million, 40 million. That's what much he's worth. He's not worth 100 million, mate. No CDM in the world is worth that money. Not one. Not one. Not one. And Kante was one of the greatest of them all. Maybe he'd be worth like 70 million. But it is what it is, people. It is what it is. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. Big up to everybody. Big up to all you massive. But yeah, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. So they play 5 at the back. So out of ball, they're going to be defensively. They're going to have the defensive shape. And that's what they're going to do. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm just going to try to click on the Manchester United website because I want to hear the embargo section. So when the embargo section comes out, I want to hear and see if we can, if I can play the audio of that. So bear with me, people. Bear with me. Bear with me. Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag. Nah, mate. I always try to sell you a bloody shirt. Not having it. So we're waiting for the Erik ten Hag part 2, which is the embargo section for the newspapers tomorrow. Let's see anything he said, because that presser was quite short. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. For a central defensive midfield player, no chance. No chance. No chance, mate. Yeah, it's crazy. This is your team. He's gone early. Arun Pandy's gone early. He's gone with Potland, Aaron Bissaka, Ferran Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, Ericsson, Rashford, Bruno, Anthony, and Workhorse. We need to rest some of those players, mate. Man United need to rest some of the players. I don't know about that team, mate. I'm definitely not playing that team tomorrow. Rashford's definitely not starting. He's on the bench for me tomorrow. Bruno is always playing, in it. It's like he's part of his contract, in it. Bruno contract says to be played to death. That's what it says. To be played to death. That's how Bruno rolls, mate. That's how Bruno rolls. To be played to death. That's how he rolls, people. But big up to all of you, massive. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It is what it is. 10:30. What splash? What's going on? Oh yeah, 10:30 is coming out, in it. The next press is here. We'll wait for it for 10 minutes. But yeah, people, we should beat Reading tomorrow. We should beat whatever team we put in. I just want to see Palestri starting on the right. I don't want to see Anthony starting. I want to see Palestri tomorrow. I want to, maybe, why don't we try Anthony on the left? And then Garnacho off the bench. Maybe. In midfield, McFred has got to start. I just want to give Ericsson a chance. McFred with Casemiro tomorrow. That's what I'll play. Yeah. And Workhorse up the pitch. Bruno in a diamond. It's a creative guy because they're going to be sitting back anyway. That's what we should play, I think. Heaton, Aaron Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, Malacia, McFred, Bruno, Garnacho, Palestri, Workhorse. That's a good team, actually, Alien to know. That's a decent team, fella. Can't lie. I can't lie. Me not lie, Rubai. I can't lie. That's a good team. They got the two youngsters and Weggy. Weggy, do the Weggy. Weggy. Last be having you, Weggy. Last be having Weggy. Weggy time, mate. Weggy scored a goal the other night, innit? Big up, Weggy. Brilliant take. Thought that was one of his best games for United. You know, his third game, I thought he played well. But Alien Tenno, where was everybody that was telling me, making excuses for Luke Shaw? Well, Ake tonight pocketed Saka, mate. Pocketed. Saka, nothing in the game, mate. What about playing Martinez in midfield if he played there for Ajax? What's your thoughts? Yeah, but he's not going to do it, though, is he? He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it, though, is he? I wish he did. I wish he did because against Arsenal, we played with 10 men. And then for the second half, 60 a minute, we played with 9 men. Because Ericsson, good night, sweetheart, sends you to bed. When he goes in 60 minutes, he's like his bedtime. And Scott McTominay, you know what Scott McTominay is like. You know the rest. You know the rest. Big up RS Football. Ten Hag should take FA Cup seriously. Yeah, 100%. This is, to me, this is my favorite trophy, mate. Out of the Mickey, that's why I don't believe in the Mickey Mouse League Cup or Europa League. That's not part of my vocabulary, mate. Not my part of vocabulary. I never get nervous over a League Cup tie. I never get nervous over a Europa League tie. I don't. FA Cup, I'll be in that stadium tomorrow biting every nail. If it's 0-0 and it's like 15, 20 minutes to go. That's the difference, innit? After the first game, Rashford said, see you next week. So maybe he knows he's not starting. And tonight said he did not know if Shaw would be ready yet. Yeah, 100%. You're right there, Windy. Windy's always on the money. On the money. Along with McTominay on the bench should be good. We're going to see McTominay. Looks like Sean Dyche will take the helm at Everton. Yeah. Well, good luck to them. Good luck to them. I mean Lampard. Lampard and Gerrard, eh? Failures. Failures are the immeasurable proportions of failures. They're both failures, mate. Failures. And you know what? They don't need to do anything. They don't need to do anything to get jobs because they were legends and all of this BS. And like you didn't get any of the papers calling for their heads, calling them this and that. I'm so happy you realise what Shaw was doing. He's been here for 8 years. I do not trust that guy's mentality. It's very questionable. 100%, mate. 100%. Nuruddin, what's your thoughts on Martial? Is just getting ridiculous now? Of course, it's getting ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Claire. Ridiculous FC. Here we go. Here we go. Ridiculous FC. Here we go. Here we go. Nuruddin, the VIPCs are getting binned on the Stretford. Yeah, man. Of course. Listen, they should never have done it. They should never have done it. They should have never put them in there. But anyway, by that time, we might have a new stadium anyway. We might be having a new stadium if we get sold. And it's if we get sold. But it is what it is. Listen, McTominay, no. Listen, when McTominay is on form, McTominay is a decent substitute for Man United. When McTominay is on this horrendous form, you don't play him against Arsenal. You don't. Ten Hag got that wrong, and I called it out. And I called it even before. I called it when we did the match preview, people. I said it. I'm not picking McTominay. I'd rather have played Fred. All right, mate. Stro, big up Stro, mate. Is that Stro? Is that Stro there? Is that you, Stro? Starboy Stevie. Big up Starboy Stevie. Strasboy Stevie. Oh, yes. Yes, Stevie. Is that you from the US? Big up, man. Love, brother. City bin those gunners. Think the double is easy, eh? They ain't no doing no double, mate. They ain't no doing no double. They're not doing no double, people. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. Big up to every one of you. Love and like. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Apparently, Rio said the same thing about Shaw. He said about this performance against Arsenal. Listen, Windy, I never needed. I genuinely did not need. I did not need Rio because, Windy, I'm sorry, I've been watching football for a long time. You've all been watching football. You see that, you're like, what the hell is going on? When you see that, that's what you're saying. You're saying, what the effing hell is going on here? And that's what's happened. So at the end of the day, for me, no, not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. But big up to every one of you. Let's see if this official thing's been put up now. Let's have a look. Let me just refresh this because we might be able to play it. Part 1 still says part 1. It's still saying part 1 and it's 10:30. So, well, we're just waiting. But it is what it is right now. It is what it is right now. All the pundits, what does he say there? All the pundits had Patrick here failing before Lampard and Gerrard. Exactly, Dominic. Exactly. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know, man. They don't know. They don't know, man. Can't. They do not know. They absolutely do not know. So I don't expect anything. They do not know. I don't expect anything. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them. It's seriously one of them. McTominay needs to play for Reading Championship side. Nah, he's not that bad. He's not that bad. Let's not get it twisted. He's not that bad. Wow, paying 43 million for Gordon. Wow, that's unbelievable. That's absolutely unbelievable there, mate. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up. Big up, brother. Love, man, love. Strap boy Stevie, mate. Big up. Lauren, do you remember Moroccan midfield doing Annie? Yeah, he was just sold 10 million euros. Yeah, 10 million euros for Olympic Lyon. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy, people. It's absolutely crazy. While we wait for this quickly, I'll just get into like Man United are going to play 10 games in 30 days. 10 games in 30 days, people. 10 games. Usually, it would be like maybe you play 5, 6 games at a push, 6 games in a month. Man United are playing 10. And this absolute disgrace effing Glazers and can't even sort out, and this Murta and this dickhead Richard Arnold can't even sort out a loan to help him to get a midfield player in there. We already got Donny van de Beek's out. Martial is out for God how long. Sancho's coming back, but we need midfielders. We showed it against Arsenal. It showed against Arsenal, people, that we need midfield players. And they can't even go and get a loan. They can't even go and get a bloody loan. It's their job. I'm just a guy losing to you. It's their job. Go and get an effing loan, a midfield player or two for this team. Go on. Do it. 10 games in 30 days. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy, people. Honestly, I just can't believe that. I genuinely can't believe that, people. I can't. I seriously cannot believe that. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what Eric Ten Hag's got to say. I don't know if they asked him, so I'm just going to play it. So let me know, guys. So he talked about, apparently he's talking about Martial's fitness. Obviously, it's still a fucking mystery, the Anthony Martial. To me, it's about what you eating. It's about the fitness, the level of fitness you have. I've been reading about Nketiah. Nketiah got himself a dietitian and a nutritionist, and he got himself a fitness coach to make him leaner and stronger. Listen, Anthony Martial don't care enough, mate. Bend this muppet. Come the end of the season. See you later, Martial. And the thing about it, it's sad because it's a player in there. It's sad. It's one of the worst, wasteful talents. That's what it is. Because for me, if I'm 27 years old, I'm stripping my life. I'm looking at every aspect of my lifestyle. Am I getting about 8-9 hours of sleep a night? Am I eating the right things? Am I stretching? Do I have equipment? Do I have like a recovery thing, oxygen thing? Tank in my house? You can afford all these things. Do I have an ice pool in my house? Do I have all the different things that can help and aid me in my house? Forget anywhere else. And then I would personally go and get myself a proper fitness coach outside of Man United that understands my body. I would employ the best people, the best companies to take all sorts of samples from me to find out what is causing these injuries. What's causing them? But that's me, people. That's me. That's me, innit? Difference, that's me. And Nketiah did that. People laugh at him. That guy as well, you know, the guy who's at Spurs, the Brazilian guy, the right back, the right wing back. Apparently he did exactly the same. And everybody laughs at him. Yeah, he might not be a great player, but you know what he does? He maximizes the most out of himself. Maximizes the most out of himself. That's what he does. Maximizes it. That's what he does.
Down the championship, I just wonder whether or how big a problem complacency could be tomorrow. Because
I'm trying to play it, but it's not playing the right one now. It's pissing me off. They're absolutely disgrace, even with their app, Man United. Absolute disgrace they are, honestly. They're an absolute disgrace, even with the app. They don't. You can't even work it properly. It's an absolute joke, people. Let's listen to it. Let's see what he says.
last question, Chris. Is it a mental thing that you just can't fight through a little knock or something like that?
Then is he not constantly injured? He's playing games and then. So he has to work on it. That fact I agree. Never decided on paper, so we have to be ready for every game.
It's weird. They've uploaded the wrong one. Can anybody get it? Can anybody get it? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Can anybody get it? Why do French players seem to have extra issues? They always have the talent, but the mentality. No, it's not even. I don't know if it's the mentality, because he played for Man United and he made sure we finished higher on the table lot of seasons. It's just that Ollie's second season, he started to get injuries, and then he's been the same ever. Logan, let's see if there's any more quotes coming out of Erik ten Hag's part 2 of the press conference. But couldn't Manchester sponsor with help with all of that? Nike created special program for Rashford. Martial's agent should be on top of that. Listen, you don't need to. I'm sorry, Windy, but nobody babysitting here. You've got the money. You're a multi-millionaire. Do it yourself. Go on. Find out who the best people in the world. Employ them. The best people in the world. You know Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan, at the height of his thing, he had his personal one-to-one trainer. Go and get like that. Become one of those people. Have incredible trainers that are training you. Seriously, it's an absolute joke. And Man United are an absolute joke. I've just gone onto the website here because I hate downloading the app. So let's see if it's loaded. Let's have a look. Let's see what happens. So anyway, here it is. There's the written part of it. So they asked him, we are all at the halfway stage of the season, your first season. You're still fighting on all fronts. Are you ahead of schedule? This is what the guy asked him. Oh, that's good. That's what Ten Hag's saying. That's good. That's why we need all the players we have in the squad to develop them, especially to get the right results out of it. We want to stay in those games and leagues and cups as long as possible. We have to fight for it. I think it's good for the development of the club. And if we are ahead or not in the process, I don't know. But what we do every day is what we have to give our maximum. Every day we have to approach it. It's in a good way. It's not good enough. That we have to do better. And that is so what we keep going in the progress. Then the progress is all about, well, it will never end. We have to approach it like that. So he's basically saying we have to constantly improve, but being involved in all the cups is a thing. You know, that's what he says. Is this the question? Somebody comes back at him and asks him and says, they said, I think you mentioned there is 10 games in 30 days. It's crazy schedule. How much strain does that put on the players mentally and physically? Do you feel you have the squad to cope with that? So this is what Erik ten Hag is saying now. It's tough, but I always feel better to have more games than we have training. Players like to have more games than train. We are looking forward, and I think they have a good spirit and a good mood in the dressing room to cope with that. So we'll see. Anyway, a question comes from Harry Maguire. We're still winning the league. Our B team did well tonight. Casido next to big up, mate. Big up, Savvy Assy. Savvy Assy. It's not easy to do a double, innit? Forever blowing bubbles. Your bubble got burst tonight. The first bubble burst. You know that big balloon that you had in? That's all in every Arsenal fan's head. Little pinch of that. Every balloon exploded. I was thinking about you after that game. But thank you for joining us. You're still winning the league, hey? We'll have to see. We ain't your B team. That's a squad, mate. You ain't got no B team, mate. You bought on anyway. You had everybody on. What was Saka? See when Saka come up against somebody who doesn't let him turn, yeah? See what happens to Saka. Where was Saka tonight? Say me, I see. Where was he? Did he even get off the train to Manchester? Is he missing? Look like he was missing. What have it? So anyway, somebody's asking about Harry Maguire. So the journalist says, Harry Maguire was suspended for the game of the other night. We have seen Luke Shaw play very well at centre-back in the derby. You also have Finder Lindelof there too. Is it a fair question to ask whether now fifth choice under you? He's fifth choice under you. How big is that? How is that? Is it to manage Harry Maguire as a Manchester United captain? Woo! It's getting a bit saucy, people. It's getting a bit saucy. So Erik ten Hag comes back at him and says, no, he's not fifth choice. But I have to say that it's up to him. He's in training very well and he brings quality. And that's what I expect from all the players in the squad. He has to fight for his position in the squad. Things can change and they can also do sometimes really quickly. Things can change quickly. He's making progress. And I think it is up to him. That's what I love about ten Hag. You know what, ten Hag? And you know, ten Hag, anytime you ask him about a player, he's like, well, it's up to the player. He's got to force his way into the team. Very politely, you very rarely, this is what the journalists come back at ten Hag. And he says to him, he goes to him, very politely, you very lightly pick him. So what does he have to say? The facts are there. I'm telling you. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, mate. It is hilarious. Erik ten Hag, when every journalist asked him about a player, this player, is he fifth choice? Is he like 10th choice? He's progressing really well. He has to train, and it's up to him. Oh God, Erik ten Hag, mate. Erik ten Hag cannot be bullied in a press conference, mate. My guy comes and pulls journalist. Journalist says to him very politely, you very rarely pick him. So what does that say? The facts are there. And then Erik ten Hag goes, that's not completely true. He says to him, that is not completely true. Anyway, in the big games, derbies, Premier League, he never really gets a start. Somebody tried to, you know what? I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie to you. Harry Maguire's agent paid this journalist to ask ten Hag these questions, and then ten Hag goes like this. So the journalist says to him, in the big derbies, the Premier League, he never really gets a start. Harry Maguire doesn't get a start. So it's honestly, it's one of them. It's so funny. And then Erik ten Hag goes, this is not true. After the World Cup, he should have played, but he got ill. There's nothing I can do about that. He knows that. Then you come in during a good run. He has to wait for his chance. These are the laws of top-level football and selection. These are my laws. Erik ten Hag says he knows that. He goes, he knows then you have to come in during a good run, and he has to wait for his chance. So they are the laws of top-level football and selection. Then you have to wait for your chance, and in the meantime, you have to work well to prove the chance is there. Oh my God. Eric Ten Hag, mate, tying them in knots. He's tying them in knots. He's tying them in knots. All those Muppet journalists, he's tying them in knots. Eric Ten Hag is tying them in knots. He's tying them in knots. All those Muppet journalists, he's tying them in knots. United fans, we will stuff you at Europa final. You lost 6-3 at the Etihad. Say Biasi try to come back. Say Biasi, listen. What was the score when we played St. George the Doors? What was the score when we played Man City in Manchester? 2-1, mate. We beat them. You didn't. Good night, Vienna. I'm telling you, Maguire's agent's on it, people. Maguire's agent's on it. Maguire's agent is proper on it. Absolutely, this is brilliant. So anyway, they continue for other more questions. It looks like before the end of the January, there are unlikely to be any more signings. Do you know which areas in the summer you would be strengthening? And then this is the bit that's worrying. This is the bit that's worrying. So Ten Hag then says, I have no idea, but in the coming days, if I had the opportunity in the coming days to strengthen, then I would go for it. But that is not only up to me. Wow. Whoa. People, get this. Already you can see Ten Hag's taking shots at Murta and taking shot at Murta and Arnold and the Glazers. Let me get this right word for word, people. Hold on, people. It's breaking news at the United Real Therapy, people. United Real Therapy. Breaking news. It's breaking news. So let's get into it. So this is what the journalist said. The journalist goes like this. The journalist said these words. Can you hear me properly, people? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Claire? Can you hear me properly? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, people? Can you all hear me? Right. So this is what the journalist says to him. He says, it looks like before the end of January, there are unlikely to be any more signings. That's what the journalist says. He said, do you know which areas in the summer you would like to strengthen? Eric Ten Hag says this, I have an idea. But in the coming days, if I had the opportunity in the coming days to strengthen, then I would go for it. But this is not only up to me. I think at this club, every day has to be that approach. You have to get better, and if there are opportunities to get better, you have to strike. This is my approach, and I'm looking around with research, and I have an idea with profiles and what profiles we need to strengthen in the squad. Woo! So he's saying that. He's basically taking a shot at the Glazers, saying that they're not helping him. They're not effing helping him. They're not helping him. There's a question about Phil Jones. The next question is, always believe in you, Jones. Jones. Always believing. He is incredible. No, he's not, mate. He's not incredible. And United fans only sing that to take the piss. That's why they sing that. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, man, definitely. Like, guys, please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. 40 likes, we're nearly 100 of yous in here. Come on, people. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. Friday then. It's Friday. It's Friday then. Come on, people. Let's go. So Phil Jones' contract's up at the end of the season. Has there already been a decision, or will he be released at the end of the season? There has not been a decision. Talk about that for the summer. The whole season he has been injured. Woohoo! Is there any chance he'll play again this season? I can't say. What can I say? He's not available for training, and he has been since the first day of training this training session this season. Then the opportunity that you recover quickly also goes. So bye, Philly. Bye, Phil Jones. It's been a pleasure. Anyway, there we go. We get into the meat now, into the meat of the discussion. What happened with Marcus Rashford? Can you tell us what you've done with him? What have you done and said to him specifically? This is where it comes from. Get this, people, get this. So that's what the journalist asked him. He says, what happened with Marcus Rashford? Can you tell us what you've done with him? What have you done and said to him specifically? And he says, this is for the papers, obviously. This is the journalist for the rag tops, innit? He says, I'm not Harry Potter. Big up Ten Hag. Ten Hag is on fire. Hey, fire. Big up Ten Hag. Ten Hag is on fire. Ten Hag says, I'm not Harry Potter. Confidence is important. Every player has to make it and get his own confidence. He fights for this and he invests in this. With me and my coaching staff, we bring structure, especially with the way we play, that gives him some routines that what he needed to get into the right position. But finally, it was up to him. If the players has the confidence, and it's the confidence, is that way we are working, the environment and the culture are also important. The players then can perform at his best. Marcus is obviously performing at his best at the moment. He's really good shape from day to day, game to game, training and more routines coming in. I think the front lines also gives me positive feeling that we're getting stronger. This gives me the feeling that they can all benefit from each other. In the first part of the season, we had many problems in the front line. We often had games where we didn't even have players who were 100% physically, mentally fit. Now I think it's much more the case that Marcus now can take much more benefit from certain situations. So Marcus is going in. Anyway, there it is. And it continues, journalist says, did you convince him how much of a good player he can become again? I'm sure when you arrived, you knew he had how great of a player he could be. I said to him, yes, but the question is, you are better suited to give to him. He says, this is what Ten Hag says. I said this to him, yes, but this a question you are better suited to give to him. So he's saying, don't question me about bloody him. You talk to him. Say me as back, people. Say me as United City can have the Carabao and the FA Cup. It's good to donate the cups to you. Mind you, Spurs also need one. He's coming for us. He's coming for us. That's say me I say. He's coming for us. Hey, say me I say. You're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. That's say me I say. He's having a laugh. Say me I say. Can you not tell? Coming with the super chats. When I'm just talking about Eric Ten Hag and how Eric Ten Hag is literally tying them all in knots. He's tying them in knots. He's tying them in knots. That Eric Ten Hag, he's tying all those Muppet journalists in knots. Get in. Hey, what having it? What having it? Anyway, has Benny McCarthy been a big influence on Marcus and other strikers on the pitch? So this Benny McCarthy, our striking coach, right? We've also made a construction to the staff so that all positions are covered. We need different types in the squad for tactical approach, but also human beings and personality approach. We've had to get that right to get the right setup in our staff. As far as I can see, I'm really happy with the coaching staff, and I have here in Manchester United. There you go, people. There you go. That was the Eric Ten Hag's presser. He tied them all in knots. He tied them in knots. He tied them in knots. That Eric Ten Hag, he tied them all in knots. But definitely there, I'm telling you, a couple of, you know what? Cash for questions. We need to check all of the journalists that turned up to today's press conference. We need to check their accounts. ASAP, people. Their accounts needs to be checked. their accounts need to be checked because we need to know if there was a large sum of money transferred to either all those journalists who were at the press conference today from Harry Maguire's agent. The man's trying to force him to get to play. Harry Maguire's agent is trying to force Eric Ten Hag, is trying to get the journalists to bully Ten Hag into playing Harry Maguire. Let me repeat for the people at the back. Harry Maguire's agent is paying the journalists to try to bully Ten Hag to play Harry Maguire. But Ten Hag's not having it. He's not having it. Instead, he's tying them all in knots. That's what's happening. That's what's happening, people. Yeah, so a couple of players. I think, as far as I'm concerned, Tuanzebe's out of a contract. What's his name is out of a contract. So Tuanzebe's out of a contract. Jones is out of a contract. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. And did you see Ten Hag's little dig at Ronaldo? He goes, at the beginning of the season, we had problems up the pitch. People were not mentally and physically fit. He's having it. He's having it. Letting them know he's there. He's letting them know he's there. He's letting them know he's there. That boy Ronaldo. Old tight Al Nassr, mate. Champions League club. You're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. You're having a laugh, people. Hey, it's all laughs around here. My birthday, Claire. I'm having a beer. Big up, Gary. Hey, can we just wish Gary? Let's sing Gary happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Gary Elliott. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip. Hooray. Turn behind me. Let's wish our Gary a happy birthday, eh? Come on. How old are you, Gary? I hope you're having couple of beers, mate. I hope you're having one more than a couple of beers, mate. You're having a couple of beers. He's having a couple of beers. He's having a couple of beers. That boy, Gary, is having a couple of beers. Big up, Gary. Let's be having you. Oh, definitely Alienton. Who's cooking them? Yo, big up, man. Big up, man. Big up, Gary. Happy birthday, lad. I hope you're having a good one, mate. I'll be having a good one, eh? Happy many returns, my friend. Happy many returns. Yeah, man. Nothing but love, brother. Nothing but love. Always love. Always love, mate. Always love. Always love. Happy birthday, Gaz. Big up, Gaz. Yeah, man. 32, eh? 32. You're only spring chicken, lad. You're only spring chicken, eh? He's only spring chicken. He's only spring chicken. He's only spring chicken. It's your nephew Vaz's birthday too, already. Oh, my word. I got to wish Vaz happy birthday. Where's Vaz? Where is Vaz? Happy birthday to our Vaz. Happy birthday, Vaz. That's what I got to say, man. Big up Vaz, man. Happy birthday to Vaz. That's what I'll say, man. Happy birthday to Vaz. Happy birthday, bro. Vaz. Let's see where Vaz Nation is, man. Vaz Nation. Happy birthday, man. Let me wish him happy birthday, man. Hey! Happy birthday to Vazzy. Happy birthday, Vaz. There you go. That's my nephew, mate. Don't watch that. That's my nephew. Happy birthday, big man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, nephew. Happy birthday, Vaz. Love, love. Big up our Vazzy. Big up Vaz, mate. Big up Vaz. But yeah, people, that's what I'm saying to you. So we know now. We know. Joe Felix, Bad the Shield. Yeah, all of them. I know. The Glazers out now, mate. Honestly, Glazers out now. So you saw it. He's there. He's sticking it to them. He's basically saying the attitude of this club has to be, you always got to look for opportunities to bring players. And he says, with research, we're keeping a lookout to always improve. Oh, 100%. Are you enjoying everything? Of course I am. Real manager, mate. Real manager. None of this pally with journos telling them where to get off, mate. He's telling them where to get off. That's what he's doing. Telling them where to get off. So I'm happy with him. I'm happy as Larry with him. Happy as Larry with him. Eric in Eric Ten Hag, we trust, mate. But some of his, that don't mean that I can't question him. I can't question his personnel that he chooses to put on the pitch. I can't question his substitutions. I can't question his in-game management. Do I think he's the right manager for Manchester United? No, 100%. 100%. 100%. It is. But anyway, people, it's been a pleasure. We've gone through his press conference. We've talked about the 10 games in a month and how the Glazers not helping. And Eric Ten Hag telling you himself he would like to get people in. If he would like to sign people. That's what he wants to do, is to get players in. That's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. He's telling you. I repeat, this is from Eric Ten Hag. He's telling you. He's telling you. He says, when I asked him about, are you bringing any more in? He says, I have an idea. But in the coming days, if I had the opportunity in the coming days to strengthen, then I would go for it. But this is not only up to me. I think at this club, every day has to be that approach. So that's what he's telling of effing Glazers and Murto and that Richard Dickard Arnold. He's telling them this is what they need to do. They need to help this manager 10 games in 30 days. Are you taking the biscuit? That's why I'm saying he has to prioritize. He has to prioritize. But obviously, one trophy, we're one game away of being in the final. Europa League, I just want to get out of the Europa League so we can concentrate on the league. League is your bread and butter, not Europa League. And then the FA Cup, yeah, we make a go of it. Let's be having you. 100%, mate. No, that's what I'm saying to you. Fred should take a yellow card and get a suspension over with those winnable fixtures. Maybe. That's a good shout, Aaron. That's a good shout. He's a good substitute to come and close out games. Cheers. Catch you at O2 tomorrow. Yeah, big up Alien 10. I'll see you tomorrow. Big up to every one of you people. But there's the facts, people. Man United have got to play 10 games in 30 days. And the effing Murta, effing Arnold, effing Glazers are messing about. This is who we are. This is the type of football club we are. And the manager's telling you, in the coming days, I want to strengthen. I want to strengthen, he's telling you. The guy specifically asked him, can you cope with this? Shocking. But anyway, you've been absolutely marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. We've had a right laugh. It's a Friday night. Lovely to see you all, people. Take care of each other. Happy birthday to Gary Elliott again. And big up to all the regulars. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Vincent, can you blow the candles out of the candles? Can we wish the Glazers to be definitely gone? Can you blow the candles out and the candles? Can you wish the Glazers to be definitely gone? Yeah, yes, that's it, Gary. That was the message for Gary. I'm sure that Gary's definitely doing that. He's definitely doing that. Maguire only has 9 toes. Oh, don't say that, Alien Tenno. Don't say that, Alien Tenno. Listen, we're not making this personal. He spent 200, doesn't deserve more money this season. I spent 100 million on one-dimensional sprinter. Maybe you should budget it better. No, it's not up to him, Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney, I know. Are you a United fan? You're not, are you? You're an Arsenal fan, aren't you? Yeah, you're an Arsenal fan, aren't you? Hey, that just shows you what you know about my football club. You know nothing. Zilch! You know nothing, my friend. Zilch! That's what you know. Zilch. Eric Ten Hag did not ask the club to wait till the end of the transfer. Anthony was worth 55 million. 55 million when the window opened. That's not hit. That is not on Eric Ten Hag. But anyway, I can educate you people like you, foolish, who make foolish statements. That's why you're here for. So you're at the right channel to be educated. You've come to the right channel. Manchester United overspent by 77 million in the transfer window. That's not on the manager. That's the negotiators. That's Murto. That's Arnold and the effing Glazers. So, smart ass Ivan Toney. Is having a bet. Is having a bet. Diamond Tony is having a bet. He's having a bet. He's having a bet. He's having a bet, mate. He's absolutely having a bet. Take care, people. Big up Gary Elliott, man. Gary, Gaza, easy now. Like and subscribe anyway. Like and subscribe. Like people here. Big up Claire as well. Lots of love to you, Claire. Listen, love like people. We'll be here on the match reaction tomorrow night. Match reaction will be here tomorrow night. We'll be having it. Peace, love, light. Take care, people. Glazers out. Win, we lose, we draw. Richard Arnold out. John Mehta out.